This has no actual political or newsworthy significance, but it's just funny. Lord Farquaad, also known as Greta Thunberg, the climate activist, has taken on a new directive. She is going to fix the war in Gaza. A couple months ago, she set off on like some boat and then got captured at sea. Just like, yeah, this is you can't do this. She's at it again. She's got humanitarian aid on what she calls a flotilla. It's just a boat. Unfortunately, Grace, though, the weather was too bad, so they had to turn the boat around. They're going to try again. My just initial analysis of this: if you can't get past the weather, I don't know if you're going to get past an Israeli blockade. But again, I don't know anything about military war zones, so maybe I'm just speaking out of my butt here. Do you think that's possible that she's going to end the war in Gaza?
Yeah, that would be something if she alone ended the war in Gaza, of course. And she's been there before. She's tried this before, and it didn't work then. And of course, never mentioned looking at all of this is that Israel's working with international partners in the UN, the US, to help facilitate the delivery of humanitarian aid. And what's also been reported over and over again is Hamas preventing their own people from getting this aid. So maybe she'd see that if she made it there. But the unfortunate thing too, I mean, climate change is her cause. So it's interesting that she's hopped on this different bandwagon. We don't know, is it for attention? Is she trying to get back in the news cycle? Because we haven't seen her for quite a while. But it'll be interesting to see what happens when she tries again. It's probably better for everyone if she stops getting in the news cycle so much, but we'll have to see.
Yeah, Alma, so zoom out with me, just kind of on a broader spokes to try and get some significance out of this. Why is it that libs have to try as hard as they possibly can to virtue signal? Because that's what this actually is. It's she's not actually going to save anybody. She's not actually going to do anything, but she wants to say, but at least I tried. Why is that so important to libs?
I think the leftist mindset is basically as follows. Because there is no substance to the things that they're fighting for in many cases, because they're not tethered to reality, they have to put on a show. It is a necessary part of the process. They have to put on a show to, get the emotions of people up. So think about it. It's almost like watching a movie and then having the person who is, editing the movie put in music for the purpose of getting your emotions up for a particular scene. And this is the music that they need to support their leftism. Because when you go into brass tacks, you realize that none of their ideas actually work. None of their proposals are actually real. And they need all these tactics for the purpose of kind of creating smoke and mirrors so you don't see the man behind the curtain. And so it is a necessary part of leftism to virtue signal. They can't live without it. Because without it, seriously, the ideology shrivels up and you see it for what it is, basically naked politics. It is a power grab and that doesn't fly. And that's why they need these tactics.
Yeah, I do like your analogy, but that sounds like a terrible soundtrack. It's just nails screeching on a chalkboard trying to invoke emotion, which my emotion is anger and just frustration with you people trying to pull the little heartstrings faking up victimhood.